In the small coastal town of Penmare, a quaint cottage stood resilient against the perpetual salt-laden breeze. This cottage was the cherished home of Margaret, a spirited woman in her 40s, and her son, Oliver, an inquisitive 11-year-old with a head full of unruly brown curls and a propensity for asking endless questions. One crisp autumn morning, the sun painted golden streaks across the horizon, and Oliver awoke with a determination in his heart. Today was the day he would uncover the mystery that had eluded him for weeks, the glistening shells that vied for his attention on every beach walk with his mother. Margaret, preparing breakfast in the small kitchen, noticed Oliver's unusually silent demeanor at the table. "What's on your mind, Ollie?" she asked, setting down a plate of toast. Oliver looked up, a twinkle of excitement in his eyes. "I'm going to solve the shell mystery, Mom. People say there's a perfect shell, a queen's shell that whispers secrets of the sea. I'm going to find it for you." Margaret chuckled, her eyes softening. "And how will you go about this grand adventure?" "With your help, of course," he proclaimed, grinning widely. After breakfast, armed with nothing more than a small rucksack, Oliver pulled Margaret by the hand, leading her to the beach. The tide was low, revealing an expansive playground of sand dunes and pools where the ocean once thrived. As they scoured the beach, Margaret and Oliver spoke of oceans and legends, of tales passed down by old fishermen. Her heart warmed with every step, watching her boy grow bolder and more curious about the world with each story. Suddenly, Oliver paused. Nestled among ordinary shells was one that shimmered more brilliantly than the rest. A perfect spiral with iridescent hues. His eyes widened with awe as he gently picked it up. "Mom, look, could it be the queen's shell?" Margaret leaned closer, inspecting the exquisite shell. "Perhaps it is," she said, smiling. "Or perhaps it's just your imagination that gives it magic. In either case, it's perfect." Hand in hand, they headed back to their cottage. The shell held carefully, like a treasure in Oliver's hands. It wasn't just a shell to Margaret. It was a symbol of their shared imagination and the countless adventures yet to come. For in those moments on the beach, she was reminded that the greatest joys came from seeing the world anew through Oliver's eyes.